Capricorn, hi, how are you? It's Lisa, and I am here to do general reading for September 2022. It's going to be just general, so it won't resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. Alright, if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, let's see what we can find out for Capricorn for September 2022. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, okay. It's Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords, and then Nine of Swords, okay. The Tower, Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. And then we'll clarify with another deck. And I'll pull some oracle cards. Looks like first thing is the Page of Swords. This is how you're feeling about your current self right now. So maybe you have like an idea of, like a new idea, and like kind of like maybe you're thinking about a way to communicate differently somehow. I don't know how yet. You might be thinking about knowledge. I feel like you might be going to learn something. This could possibly be around school starting or something like that. But the month is represented by this Page of Wands. And, he's all about ideas and potential and being a free spirit. So this is like characteristics that you have right now. And that's like where your brain is completely for this month. New ideas and new sparks and, discoveries of different things. So let's see where this takes us. Wow. Your key goal is the Ten of Cups. So with this, it seems like, now this could be what your Ten of Cups is. It doesn't have to be, the marriage and the kids and the dog and the picket fence. It doesn't have to be that. It's anything that it would be for you. And this could be, loving your career. This could be like just pretty much anything where you just that kind of happiness, that feeling of, total fulfillment. But I feel like you're trying to not become stuck in a situation or in a mindset, because this is coming up as like a big obstacle to you. So the idea is you don't want to be stuck. And, maybe you don't want to get stuck in a job, you don't want to get stuck in classes that you don't want, in a relationship that you don't want. So you're just trying to avoid it, I guess. The Knight of Swords. This is five. Oh. All right, this is about having anxiety and stress and, losing sleep, backaches, headaches. But I feel like where this is in this spread, it came up as an accomplishment. So I'm thinking that you were able to get over this. So maybe as time goes on, you're going to realize that you won't be stuck. And so this feeling of, what that would have caused you that feelings that would have caused you being stuck, it won't happen because you were able to not get stuck. Now the Tower is, okay, something, it starts feeling like it's going to crumble. Something's not, if the foundation's not strong enough, it won't stand. And, usually you don't actually see it happening, or you don't know it's going to happen. It's kind of a surprise. But I feel like this is one of your keys. You are trying to avoid this. So maybe somewhere in your thought process, you have an idea that it's a possibility and you're trying to avoid it. So maybe what are the things that you're doing? You're just trying to, but I don't even know what that's crumbling is. I mean, it could be like, it could be anything, but it could be a job, could be a business, could be whatever, or it could just be when things in general in your life are just feeling like they're crumbling around you. And so you're just trying not to have that happen. Right, and yeah, so let's see what else we could find out. Because then you have this, this Ten of Cups. And that, oh my gosh, this is a Ten of Pentacles. And they have Ten of Cups too. So this is like the feeling of pretty much a lot of completion. This is something where you feel like you have been able to accomplish what you need to accomplish, and where you consider, okay, this, you're content and you're able to provide for yourself, and you might even have something to have a legacy to hand down to your family. And this could be a huge win, true, but it's more like this feeling of you worked really hard and you've accomplished this. Like you were able to make things work for you very well. And maybe, or even being able to hand down family values. And so you're embracing that. You're embracing what you have that you can hand down and just live off of, knowing that you've created something that, you can hold on to. This Five of Swords. I feel like this, when we clarify, I might get it better, but it's like either you don't want to take on more than you should, or you feel like that you need to win at all costs. So I don't know what situation this is, but I'm going to go with the take on more than you should. Because this is where you would find support. And I think with this feels like I almost feel like if you were in, I want to say a help group, or can't think of the word. If you worked with people to help them, get over their problems or whatever it is, like something that, not so much counseling, but I'm trying to think this. Almost like Alcoholics Anonymous, and I'm not saying that that's what it is, but something like that kind of group where you feel like you have to help people get through something, but you don't want to take on too many. Like if you were sponsoring people if you were a sponsor for some kind of group, I don't know what kind of group it is, but you don't want to take on more than you can, because you have your own life and your own things to handle. And I feel like you just want to be careful that you don't say, okay, yeah, well, I'll sponsor this many people, or I'll sponsor that many people, and have it be too many people. Because I feel like here, okay, this is, your wishes, your dreams come true. This is like everything you could have possibly wanted. And it's here, and this might be representing a person, because this is somebody who you would get advice from, you get encouragement from, and actually that could actually be part of that group. And like I said, I don't know what group it is. I am not telling anybody that they're any kind of drugs, alcohol, gambling. I'm not saying anything like that, but I feel like there's a help group, like a group that gets together, they share, different situations, different ideas, and they kind of work through with each other. But they, so you would still be lending an extra hand to certain ones because maybe you've done it a lot longer. And again, I have not a clue what it would be. If it resonates with you, you would. But yeah, I feel like this that's where you would go for encouragement and advice and be able to help people and get help yourself. It's very interesting. All right, let's see what they got for this Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords for Capricorn in September 2022. All right, we got the Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So whatever idea that you might have had that you were thinking about, I feel like maybe you were trying to, juggle it too much, and it might have been something that you really, really felt strongly about, and you put a lot of time and effort into it at some point, but it got to the point where you were juggling too much, and maybe that's why you didn't want to take anything more than you could before, like anything more than you should. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, so then what about this Page of Wands? Because these were basically the same feelings. All right, the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That's like, all right, so there's possibly quick messages, quick movement, and this Queen of Wands energy, if this is representing you, male or female, doesn't matter, somebody who's very courageous and confident and, multitasking and being able to do lots of things, and I feel like that would be triggering you to move things a lot faster than whatever it is that you had planned here. And it could be somebody else who's actually helping you move things along faster. So what about this Ten of Cups? You guys have these are really strong, pretty cool cards. You have Nines and Tens of Cups and Tens of Pentacles and the Nines of Swords. It feels very, I was going to say heavy. It almost feels like it's heavy because there's a lot of really strong energy here. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Something may have happened at some point when you were trying to, whatever this Ten of Cups represents to you, something may have happened and you were kind of forced to be left out, or maybe somebody took something from you, and it could have been, I don't even know. I feel like you lost something to somebody, and it made you feel like you were out in the cold. So I don't know if this is a relationship or just, a friendship or whatever. Again, this group, I keep feeling the group. Whatever that is, you actually had to take a loss. Do they vote in, I don't know, chairmans or, people that, get voted in to be the secretary or that kind of thing. And I feel like you lost. And so that made you feel like you didn't, it just made you feel like you were left out in the cold. Then you got the Sun and 7 of Coins. So to me, that's like, okay, you know what? You realized, okay, that happened. But I think you just looked at it and said, you know what? I'm not going to get stuck in that feeling. And that's what this maybe was. And so you're like, I can work hard. I can make something build up again. And so it made you really happy. So it was like not being stuck, even though that felt like crap. But then you weren't stuck after that. So what about this 9 of Swords? Maybe that's why you were all feeling kind of stressed out. Queen of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Now this could be your energy. Queen of Swords is very, very strong, very candid, very, honest. Does not lead with her emotions. She's very analytical. She's mind over heart. She won't get hurt easily. And I feel like you had a disappointment. You just weren't really, like, all right, maybe you felt like you deserved 4 cups right away and you didn't get them. So then when they go to offer it to you, you don't want it. You're like, he just looks like he's so, I don't want it. And so I feel like you are representing, you're feeling like you're the Queen of Swords. Like you're trying to, like maybe kind of toughen up your outer shell a little bit. So whatever happened here doesn't hurt you again. So, I mean, you guys just might have been really, really tight. I mean, if it's a group of people, I feel like it's a group of people. And, you don't want them to know that they got to you. Huh. All right, so the Empress and the Lovers. All right, well. All right, the Empress, that's nurturing growth. And I feel like with this Lovers, maybe it's somebody in your life who, you feel really bonded with. And it could be from somebody here. And maybe you're trying to nurture a relationship with them. Yucky. Then we got the Fool and the Ace of Swords. So, all right, so you're going on a whole new path. You're going to try something. You had these new ideas and everything happening down here. And maybe you decide that you're going to figure out a way to do it. You got a breakthrough and you're going to do it. And you're going to have to take a whole new path to do it. So you're going to have to, just maybe something that you didn't do before. Maybe it was similar or whatever, but you have absolutely no doubt that you're going to be able to succeed with it. That's one thing about the Fool. When he's walking himself like off this cliff, he's not worried. He's not worried at all. He knows it's going to be fine. So what about the 7 of Swords? The Knight of Swords. And the King of Cups. All right, I feel like these might be people around you. Somebody very ambitious and action-oriented, fast-thinking, and then somebody else they're compassionate and they're diplomatic and like emotionally stable. So that might be, and one of them could be your energies, but I feel like these are people around you. And that's when you weren't trying to take on more than you should. That might have something to do with that group of people. I keep hearing group. So I feel really like this is a group somewhere. All right, let's see what it's 9. This is 9 of Cups. Oh, wow. All right, the 2 of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Very nice. All right, so I'm wondering if that relationship that felt like you were trying to nurture over here didn't actually become something. And so, you have this tight bond now. And with this Wheel of Fortune, it's almost a way to say, maybe with all this good stuff that you were doing, and even though, something happened and you kind of got left out and you weren't really happy for a little bit, very short amount of time. But it's like the karmic wheel, you know. It's just, what's it called? MS brain again, but what goes around comes around, you know. So you're so awesome. You were like really good here handling it and not being, you know, not being like bad energy and vibrating like negatively. That looks like your wheel was spinning in the positive. Very nice. All right. All right, Capricorn, that's actually really a really good reading. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, got work through your fears. So you shouldn't be afraid of anything. You just gotta like push through it, and that's just if maybe, you know, you're afraid to be left out, or you're not afraid to take that leap. And and love. All right, guys, this is a really good reading for you. I liked it. I hope it resonated. If it did, if you want to write me a comment and let me know about it, I would love to hear it. And you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will be seeing you in a couple weeks. Take care, guys.